Hello, you guys. Welcome back to As Told by Kenya. In today's video, we are going to be discussing all the reality TV show mess that I have been keeping up with. A few things have happened in the news circuit about some of our reality TV show girlies, and I want to keep you guys caught up and give some of my opinions on the drama that is happening. Everything I say in this video is unconfirmed and allegedly. I don't care enough to make up rumors about these people, okay? I'm just, the streets is talking and I'm here to tell you what they're saying. I'm just here to tell you what they're saying. So let's start off with like the OMG news. Well, OMG for some reason knew Kyle Richards and Mauricio are separated after 27 years of marriage. If you do not know who they are of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fame or Kyle Richards of Halloween fame, whatever. I am an off and on viewer of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and it is for a few reasons. Number one, I think the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fandom is the most annoying fandom of all housewives. That might be an unpopular opinion. I do not know, because that's how much I do not check for them. Whenever Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is in season, I absolutely hate it because I think the fans are absolutely insufferable. So that's why I tune in and I tune out of it, because I just do not like the fans. But here is the thing. I have always low-key been a Kyle Richards apologist, and stay with me. When the show first started, I liked Kyle, and then Kyle, all the Lisa stuff, didn't like Kyle, and then now my relationship with Kyle is, I think people are too hard on Kyle, because Kyle is kind of the HBIC of Beverly Hills right now. I think people are hard on Kyle. People who don't like Kyle reach really far to come for Kyle, and I don't think that is necessary. I just think that oftentimes people just already don't like Kyle, and so anything she does, they're gonna reach for a reason to validate their hate for her. But I think their hate for her is a little bit misplaced. That is my opinion on Kyle Richards. She's not someone I want to fully make apologies for, because I don't care about her that much, and I go off and on with her. But I think that people who dislike her really sink their teeth into anything that she does and try to make her out to be like this humongous villain that I just don't think we've truly gotten from her just yet. Now, here is the thing about Kyle and Mauricio. If you listen to the streets have always said something was a little funny in their marriage, allegedly. The main streets I be hearing this from is my little sister. My little sister keeps me hip on everybody's marriage in the housewife world. She is hip on everybody's marriage. Every rumor, every tabloid headline, my sister is going to keep me hip. So there have always been speculations that everything that goes on and Kyle and Mauricio's marriage is not on the up and up. So me personally, for the past goddamn 5-6 years, I have had them on divorce alert, hoping for the best, because they have had kids together, and yeah, them kids grown now, but they've also been together 27 years. I don't want nobody's marriage to crumble, but just from the streets talking, I have always put them on divorce alert. So, but people come at them with rumors. You hear things. The ladies on the show talk about things. And you know what? They stand tall. They keep making more money. And you just thought, hey, if they like it, I love it, right? Well, boom. We get the news from People magazine, I believe, that they are separated. Kyle Richards took to her Instagram to say, we are not getting a divorce. This past year has been very hard, but we're working things out. We would like to work things out in private. You're on a reality show, so actually, I do not want that for you. I hope you work things out on the television show. I'm so sorry. Don't come back then. If you don't want to work it out on the television show, don't come back. Let another white woman take your spot on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm sorry. So that I cannot give you, my girl Kyle. I cannot give you that because you on a reality show. But she said, yes, this past year has been the hardest year of her marriage. And you know what? I'm going to give Kyle this one, because if you listen to what the streets been saying about her marriage, what would happen The streets been talking about her marriage for years. So what would happen that would be like the straw that broke the camel's back? Something actually did have to happen. This would have had to be the worst year of their life for her to just be like, now I'm done. Like, now we, are separated. Now, streets saying they living in the same house, I don't understand that. But then maybe you could live in the same house, but one of them actually don't really be home. That's back to the streets talking. That one of them don't be at said home anyway. But I don't know. But I'm going to give it to Kyle here. You know what? As long as on the TV show, there's some transparency. We got it, because I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm sorry, I love a divorce story on a housewife show. So you know what, and you can say what you want to say about that, but baby, that's what I tune in for, the good old mess. Yes, I'm about to peep my ear to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Reddit to see what the women who need jobs are up to see what they have to say about all of this. But yeah, Kyle and Mauricio's marriage has always been up for debate. Like I said, the girls who just do not like Kyle are literally like, they've waited for this day. I don't dislike Kyle like that. I loved her and Lisa. I love them. And so I just, I hope for the best, but yeah, I do want to know what happened. And I hope that the Real Housewives Beverly Hills producers earn their, you guys, I had to get that like white thing out of my teeth. Life of a girl with braces. What do you want me to do? I have long not given a damn. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I have braces. Like, I would have to brush my teeth literally every 2 seconds because that's how often I eat if I never wanted to have nothing in my teeth. But anyways, I'm wishing them the best. But yes, I'm looking. And the streets have always talked about her marriage. Oh, Morgan Wade. They say that Kyle's a lesbian. Allegedly. People are saying that, Kyle is exploring her sexuality. And, I'ma always clap for that because it shows that even at your big old grown age, you can see what's up. You can see what's on the other side of the fence, baby. So I am all for that if that is true. I do want that to be true, but that's all alleged. They say that, she might be, hanging out with a country artist named Morgan Wade. They say her name is. So I am all for that. That's what I do want to see, okay? I want that to be true. Go get yours, girl. Anyways, we can move on to Peter Thomas. Peter Thomas of Real Housewives of Atlanta fame. You guys, I recently started rewatching Real Housewives of Atlanta season 6. And I totally forgot this happened. Cynthia opened up the Bailey agency. And literally with only 2 clients to their name, Peter Thomas went to buy her with her money a new building for no damn reason. This new big better building. Peter Thomas was always playing in Cynthia's pocketbook. Oh my God. He was always playing in her pocketbook, and Cynthia used to let him. Oh my goodness. I was just like, what? This man used y'all money to go buy a building for no goddamn reason. The Bailey agency ain't even got on its feet yet. Oh my gosh, Peter Thomas is a mess. But baby, they said Peter Thomas ain't paid his mortgage, his rent on his bar 1 Miami Beach in a minute, boy. They coming at him for $500,000. I think that's the number. Don't hold me to that. $500,000 in back rent. And back rent, they said, Peter Thomas, you're getting evicted. That's what the streets is saying. Now, the reason why I bring y'all to this is because, do y'all remember on Real Housewives of Potomac last season when all them knuckle dragging bitches tried to act like Wendy needed Peter Thomas to open up a goddamn thing? Yes, and I said it in my review. I said, why are we acting like Peter Thomas is just this amazing restaurateur? Like, he is not always in the news for not paying somebody, allegedly. Like, he's not always in the news for not paying somebody. I'm like, we're gonna sit up here. You had Charisse carrying on that bullshit, Mia carrying on that bullshit, Giselle carrying on that bullshit. I'm like, I watched Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm familiar with his game. He cannot fool me. I know how Peter Thomas give it up. And everybody was just sitting here like, you could learn a thing from Peter. Peter wouldn't do business with you. Peter just wants somebody money, allegedly. Peter just wants somebody money, allegedly. Like, What? And so I bring this news to you to be like, what were those bitches talking about? Like, that's what pisses me off about Real Housewives of Potomac. Those light-skinned devils get to just sit up there and say any and everything when they're coming at another girl. They just don't make any sense. They were sitting up there bullying Wendy behind Peter. Like, oh my gosh, why would Peter do business with you? Giselle said something about Wendy's money not being right. Like, she doesn't have enough money for X, Y, and Z. I'm like, to get in business with Peter Thomas, and then they were joking like Peter Thomas didn't even take your idea seriously. This is the Peter Thomas I know. And that's the one thing, like, and those girls will never go back and be like, we're sorry, Wendy. We sorry we said those things. They'll never do it. They'll never do it because they say anything. They say anything that don't make any sense, and no one pushes back on this, and that's why I can't do it Real Housewives of Potomac. This is the Peter Thomas. So yeah, they say Peter Thomas owe people money, and it's just like, today is also Wednesday. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, that's just what it's gonna be. I am so sorry. If you ask me, which does mean allegedly, Peter Thomas is just a wee bit shiesty. Like, it's just like something in the milk ain't never clean with Peter. Peter's just one of those people who I think they just believe that entrepreneurship and like having a business is just them. But when you look at the track record, it's not. It's just not them. Like, I don't think they're good at this. I do not. But they believe they're good at this, and they believe like if they keep going, they'll get good at this. But it's just like, I don't think this is your path in life, Peter. I do not think, you know, entrepreneurship is your path in life. So I think you should give it up. But you know what? I even said it in the little video I made. Are y'all eating at Bar 1 Miami Beach? There was a Bar 1 in Charlotte. I'm from Charlotte. Is Bar 1 in Charlotte still up? I don't know. But no, absolutely not. They really tried to make us think that Peter was just this person you had to be in business with. Don't fucking play in my face. Let's move on to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So I saw a clip on Twitter that was Kim Kardashian and Kourtney Kardashian, like them beefing over a Dolce and Gabbana collab. And like that's like drama. And so, you know, I'm a plug in the mess. So I was just like, okay, let me see what this season is giving. Like, what's the mess? What's the tea? What's the Dolce and Gabbana tea? I'm always plug in, you know? Baby, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which is not called Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it's just called The Kardashians on Hulu, is so bad. Like, so bad. I think most reality TV right now is in its flop era. Like I just told you, Real Housewives of Atlanta sucks. Potomac sucked. Like, most reality TV is in its flop era, but The Kardashians is like exceptionally bad. Like, I don't even know what to say to like what could make it better. You would just have to watch it, which don't go watch it, to see how bad it is. It's literally like watching paint dry. Like, literally, when I say that most of the time, I don't really mean it, but no, that Hulu show is literally like watching paint dry. They are literally doing nothing, talking about nothing. I'm sure all this stuff matters to them and matters to their fans, but if you're someone who just wants to watch good reality TV, it ain't there. It ain't there. They are doing a bunch of nothing on this show. And so when you tune in like me trying to find the mess so I can come and report back to y'all what the mess is about the Dolce & Gabbana stuff, I'm just like, this sucks. I'm going to run through everything that sucks. Khloe, you can just tell, like, y'all have broke her soul. Tristan Thomas has broke Khloe's soul. Like, something is just, like, off about Khloe. And you know what? I don't think the show being bad is actually Khloe's fault. I think Khloe has I think she's the sacrificial lamb for them. Like, all her personal business gets thrown out there so the rest of them don't have to give much of nothing to the show. So, actually, I don't think the issue is Khloe's fault. But Khloe, like, has something wrong with her face. I wish her all the best. Like, I don't want her to die, obviously. But like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. Like, that's her storyline. But like I said, Khloe has given enough. So it's not even her fault. You got Kourtney, and like, I need to see more Kourtney and Travis. Like, I need to see another Supreme Court decision. Like, I just don't want it. I just don't want it. Like, they don't do it for, I don't know. Like, fast forward. Like, every Kourtney Travis scene, fast forward. I don't get it. I love that they're in love, but it's just not something I need to witness. So boring. And they actually literally have nothing going on. They have nothing going on. And like, that's fine, but like, it's a reality TV show. Then you get the Kim of it all. Kim just wants to convince you that she is Miss Workaholic. She works, job, and it's just like, I'm bored. I'm like, no, like, what, who are you trying to prove this to? Like, if you work, girl. Like, what are you trying to prove this to me for? That's all her, like, I work. And then she gives, like, this, like, superficial stuff about stuff going on with Kanye. Like, it's not enough, like, you know, it's just not really all that real. Like, it always seems like there's something more to the story, but you get, like, these moments of her crying from time to time. Then they actually broke the fourth wall, because I guess you guys have been saying this show is boring as hell too. So they broke the fourth wall. Like, what more do you guys want? And it's just like a good show. Like a good show. Y'all show is like, it's overly produced, but also needs some direction. Like, it's overly produced, but also lacks direction at the exact same time. Like, there's no narrative structure. It's just boring. It's just boring. None of them have personalities. Like, it's just like, what's going on here? Like, I don't know. It's almost like you're watching a Keeping Up with the Kardashians spoof. That's what it feels like. Like, everyone is just like the worst versions of themselves on this show. And it's just like, what's going on here? Then you get Kendall and Kylie. Kendall and Kylie have no desire to be reality TV stars, and you kind of understand that. Like, they were young when Keeping Up the Kardashians started, so all of their scenes are just doing scripted, like, activities, which would be fine if, like, the rest of the show wasn't boring as hell. So, like, those are a chop. And what else is oh, Scott. Oh my gosh. They bring Scott in whenever there's, like, needs to be some, like, comic relief, but, like, those scenes are always a wee bit awkward, because it's just like, okay, it's obviously Kourtney don't want to film with this man, and so it's just like, why is Scott here? But I think the fans like Scott. I don't know, I'm not hip on what the girls like, and so, like, all together it makes a very, very boring show. So I was doing a lot of fast forwarding to get to the tea of the Dolce & Gabbana stuff, but finally I got there, baby. This the Dolce & Gabbana tea. Travis and Kourtney had a wedding, and it was in Italy, and they pulled a bunch of, like, archived Dolce & Gabbana stuff for the wedding. Their wedding was all Dolce & Gabbana out. Well, Kim got this opportunity to be, like, creative director of a Dolce & Gabbana show, fashion show. So she was, like, pulling looks also from the archive, adding her own spin to it. Kourtney felt like, girl, this kind of close to my wedding. Now it's just going to look like my wedding was just, like, you know, some, like, you know, business venture, you know? And Kim's like, I was being very tasteful about it. Like, I tried not to pick things that were from your wedding. Like, I thought I was very tasteful about it. So now there's this thing where Kourtney feels like Kim don't give a fuck about nobody, and everything is just business. There's no loyalty. And Kim's like, I can only care but so motherfucking much, girl. Like, what you want me to do, what you want me to say. So that's the beef. Chris is, like, on the side, like, not trying to get in the middle of it. Chloe's playing both sides of it. And, like, that storyline is actually perfectly fine. Like, that's the literally, and, like, the thing is, the Dolce & Gabbana thing runs the whole season. Like, that's how, like, long and drawn out these episodes are. Like, just like, why does it take 7 episodes for one fashion show? One fashion show is 7 goddamn episodes. Like, I don't even know what to tell you, child. But I'm about to tell you what the root of all this is. Dolce & Gabbana is the real villain. Yep. Dolce & Gabbana is the real villain. Baby, roll the tape. Dolce & Gabbana is in its flop era, and Dolce & Gabbana want clout. They want clout. And in order to get that clout, they're like, why not use the Kardashians to get it? Because the Kardashians also want clout. Kim was so excited to do this creative direction thing, but then when we go into the meetings for the creative direction, they're not even listening to any of her ideas. Like, she would say, oh, I think we should take the sleeves off this, and they like, the sleeves look good, girl. And she like, okay, we can keep the sleeves. Like, they don't even care, because the whole point is just to have her there because she's really, really famous and she has all these followers, and if she is in Dolce & Gabbana, other people will want to be in Dolce & Gabbana. So this is both of them wanting clout. She gets the clout of, look, these designers want to work with me. Look how far I've come. And then they get the clout of Dolce & Gabbana is in its flop era. And look, we have someone really famous wearing our clothes. You should too. That is what, it's a mutual clout relationship. But Dolce & Gabbana is the most in the wrong because Kim is just, you know, doing what Kim do. Dolce & Gabbana is most in the wrong because Dolce & Gabbana knows that they are problematic as hell. Dolce & Gabbana is problematic. Please go roll the tape. I want you to look up Dolce & Gabbana Gabbana controversy. And look at all the stuff they have been in. Stuff with China, stuff with black people, homophobia, all alleged by the alleged. All of that. They've been in so much fucking mess over the past like 5-6 years. And so they need some good press. And that is what this is 100% for. That is what this is for. And so these two sisters are beefing back and forth over Dolce & Gabbana just want clout. They don't give a damn. The reason why they did Kourtney Kardashian wedding, if you ask me, is because clout. And the reason why they want you to do this creative direction thing, Kim, is because of clout. And I know you saying, Kim, why does Dolce & Gabbana need clout off the Kardashians? Go look at what they've been in for the past 6-7 years. Ain't nobody been wearing them clothes. Ain't nobody been wearing them clothes. Ain't nobody been wearing them clothes. And that is because of everything that they have been in. Dolce & Gabbana is not thriving. It's not thriving, but this is their, they're trying to start thriving now. They're trying to get the outfits in the hands of the most people. That's the point. That's the point. So I say this to say they arguing over something that just don't matter. Like Kourtney, yeah, your wedding was for clout. They did that for clout. They did that because your wedding was going to be a big deal and they wanted your clothes on. They wanted their clothes on you. They put Kim in the fashion show because if they do that, Kim shows up to the fashion show. Kim makes news. So boom, their clothes are in the news. And I think it's been working. I see more people these days wearing Dolce & Gabbana. At least celebrities, more than I saw in the past few years because of all they mess. So I think it's working, but like y'all arguing over nothing. It was a business venture. I'm so sorry. It was a business venture. And then there's something deeper about like the fact that just Kourtney and Kim ain't never gonna see eye to eye. They just ain't never gonna see eye to eye. I think Kourtney made the point on the television show that they're so close in age, and it's just like, I just think it's a lot of history there of them just like, but I do want to put, if I had to pick a side, I think I'm on Kim's. I think Kim is the most in the right, because like I said, like we're a business, our family's a business. Do you think Dolce & Gabbana just did it out of the goodness of their heart because they friends with your mama? Not likely. So I probably would be most on Kim's side. And also, I don't agree with like the common idea that people have that Kourtney is just like this carefree sister. I think Kourtney cares a lot. Kourtney just don't care about the same shit that they care about. But I think Kourtney is just as superficial and vapid as the rest of them. She just shows hers in a different way. So yes, Kim and them show it through like fame. But Kourtney shows it through like being uppity. So like I think they're two sides of the exact same coin. Like I don't think like when people try to act like Kourtney is just like the cool sister and she doesn't care about like I'm sure if you went to her house, she would be just as annoying. She would be just as annoying. Like I don't hear a bunch of people just talking about how goddamn nice Kourtney is and just how down to earth Kourtney is. So I actually don't think that is true. I think a lot of people just don't like the other sister. So it's easy to make Kourtney like this big like martyr and just like, oh, she just doesn't want to be in like the Kardashians or no. I think she likes all the like perks that come with it, money, proximity to like nice things and all of that stuff. She just don't want to do work. She just don't like the work that is involved in doing any of that. And of course, being famous would be annoying, right? So she sees fame as being like annoying, but like being famous is what gets y'all all that nice stuff, right? It gets you all the organic shit that you like and all of that. So if I had to pick a side, I would pick Kim's. But like they both arguing over is bullshit. Bullshit. And it took me watching the most boring episodes of reality TV in my life to give y'all that tea. So y'all should thank me in the comments, because that was that on that. That's what they arguing about. And I think they're gonna be arguing. I'm not watching the next week, but I think that's what they arguing about in the next episode too. I'm just like, when this shit end? Like they're not doing nothing. They're literally not doing anything. A whole episode was dedicated to them going to Vegas for Kim's birthday party and not being able to go because of weather. That's the whole episode. Like, we're going to Vegas, psych. Who is directing these episodes? Who is the producer of these episodes? Who is letting this shit fly? It's just not interesting. Their confessionals are not interesting. It's just like, what the fuck is this shit? But if y'all like it, I love it. I don't know. Let's move on. Y'all gotta let Nene go. Nene of Real Housewives of Atlanta fame, y'all gotta let that dream go. I cannot believe there are people who still want Nene to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all, Nene not coming back. Nene not coming back unless she get on her knees and kiss the ring, and the ring is Bravo. She sued Bravo, y'all. She sued Bravo and was talking crazy about them. They do not give a damn about no damn Nene. They say y'all gonna die waiting for Nene. I saw something where Nene was like, she'll come back if that's something that the fans really, really want. I'm sure she would. That's a good check. But like, Bravo is not letting that happen. Like, I kind of think y'all need to let that go. I think a lot of steps would need to be made for Nene to come back, and I just don't see those steps happening anytime soon. So y'all kind of gotta let Nene go. Let Nene go with Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I am curious why Nene hasn't gotten any like big reality show opportunities though outside of Bravo. I know she's on College Hill. I would be curious like why she doesn't have like other shows, because it would seem like you would try it at least. But you know, I don't know. Would Nene be good on her own reality show? Nene was so great as an ensemble. She fed well off of other people. So like, would she be good by herself? I do not know. Are any of you guys watching College Hill? I keep telling myself, if I can watch 6-7 episodes of the Kardashians, I can go watch College Hill, child. And I keep telling myself I'm gonna go click play on College Hill one weekend when I ain't doing nothing. But I haven't, so I need to go find out that for myself. Maybe on the next reality TVT, I'll tell you how that goes. So like, yeah, y'all kind of gotta let that dream go. But anyways, that's what's going on in reality TV world. You know, this is a thankless job, but somebody has to do it. I kept you guys updated. I will see you guys in the next one.